How's it going, car people? It's Lucas here, back with another car review, presenting to you today this 2018 Toyota Highlander Platinum Limited all-wheel drive. As always, I will start it up, show you the engine, show you around the interior and the exterior of the car. So, here's the key fob, typical Toyota key fob, with your lock, unlock, trunk release, and panic. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This Highlander is equipped with the Smart Key Access System. To use it, all you need to do is have the key fob on you, say in your pocket. As you can see, the car is currently unlocked. To lock it, touch this rib portion located on the driver and passenger side door handles. Locking is accompanied by one beep, and to unlock it, just touch behind the handle. Unlocking is accompanied by two beeps. Along with the Smart Key Access System, the Highlander Platinum does come with push-button start via the chrome accented button on the dash. So to start it, just have the key fob inside the car, put your foot on the brake, and hit the button to start. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut on the headlights, fog lights, and hazards. All four windows are fully automatic. So, let's go ahead and check out the exterior of the Highlander. If you shut the door with the key fob on you, the vehicle will beep to let you know it's lost detection of the key fob.
The Toyota Highlander is a mid-size crossover SUV produced by Toyota since 2000, built on the same platform as on the Toyota Camry. It is currently in its fourth generation, with the first generation, the XU20, running from 2000 to 2007. The second generation, the XU40, ran from 2007 to 2013. The third generation, the XU50, ran from 2013 to 2019. The fourth and current generation, the XU70, is not for sale yet. It already made its debut at the New York International Auto Show on April 17th of this year, but sales in the United States won't be starting until December. The XU50 Highlander, known as the Kluger in Australia, made its debut at the New York International Auto Show on March 27, 2013, with production beginning in December that same year for the 2014 model year. The XU50 Highlander did receive a facelift in 2016 for the 2017 model year, which was shown at the 2016 New York International Auto Show. The facelift included a revised powertrain, restyled headlights and taillights, and new exterior and interior color options. It went out of production recently, as production of the new XU70 Highlander will start later this year. The XU50 Highlander is available with 5 different trim levels: LE, XLE, SE, Limited, and Limited Platinum. It is available with 9 exterior and 4 interior color options. This one is finished in Ooh La La Rouge Mica with the black leather interior. As far as engine options, in the USA it is available with a 1ARFE 2.7-liter inline 4-cylinder, a 2GRFE 3.5-liter V6, a 2GRFXE 3.5-liter hybrid V6, and a 2GRFKS 3.5-liter V6. As far as exterior amenities on this Highlander, it has projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, a chrome accented front grille, front fog lights, a front camera. This vehicle does also have a 360-degree camera, by the way. Body-colored turn signal mirrors with blind spot monitoring, and cameras underneath as part of the 360-degree camera. Body-colored door handles, tinted rear windows, chrome trim around the windows, window guards, body side moldings down below, LED tail lights, an LED third brake light, rear license plate lights, a backup camera, Highlander Limited and all-wheel drive badging, a single-exit exhaust, and 19-inch steel wheels with hubcaps on Bridgestone Dueler 245/55 R19 tires. As far as dimensions, length is 191.1 inches, width is 75.8 inches, height is 68.1 inches, with a 109.8-inch wheelbase. Curb weight is 4,508 pounds. As of 2016, the Highlander's only engine option is a 2GR FKS codenamed 3.5-liter, dual overhead cams, 24 valves, naturally aspirated V6. It produces 295 horsepower at 6,600 RPM and 263 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM. It does 0 to 60 in 7.2 seconds and has a top speed of 115 miles an hour. With a 19.2 gallon fuel tank, it is estimated to get 20 miles per gallon city, 26 highway, and 22 combined. The standard Highlander is front-wheel drive, but this one is all-wheel drive.
You get a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat. You have your slide right here, height adjustment, recline, 2-way lumbar adjustment, as well as seat cushion extension right over here. Down below you also do have Highlander WeatherTech floor mats and Highlander door sills as well. Your door panel is all soft touch materials with some of that wood trim. You do have a leather padded armrest, power windows, power locks, power mirrors. 2-person memory for the driver's seat. You'd have storage down below and your speaker for your JBL audio system. To the left of the steering column, you have your automatic high beams, auto start stop system, overhead view for the camera, which I'll show you in a little bit, power trunk release, rear wiper, heated steering wheel and parking sensors, as well as a mini storage compartment. All right. So let's go ahead and do a few revs and see how she sounds. This Highlander comes with tri-zone automatic climate control. You have your fan speed right here, temperature settings for the driver and passenger, your auto, your sync, AC, front and rear defrost, recycling, stuff like that. Rear controls right here, rear temperature, zones, stuff like that. If you push the rear button, that's where you can control everything. Fan speed, stuff like that, you know. Coming over to your infotainment screen, over here is the home screen, which shows the map as well as the current radio info. Let's go and do a little sound demo. This one is equipped with the JBL audio system, by the way. You have more speakers up on the dash. It is quite a banging JBL audio system, to say the least. Anyways, here we have all our preset stations. You can add new ones right here, as you can see. You can go to the channel list, as well as the sound controls are right here. Pretty simple. Back to the home screen. Here we have all our apps. We got navigation, audio, phone, messages, eco, which will show your trip information, as well as you got setup right here. Typical vehicle settings, as you can see. Stuff like that. You can get traffic updates right here. You got voice recognition, weather, maintenance, you know. You can go to your phone right over here, see the connected phones, you know. You got your seat track buttons right here, as well as the SD card slot. Over here you can also see you got HD radio, XM, and Grace Note, as you can see right there. Also, here's the play pause button, eject button for the CD player, as well as the tuning knob. Over here we do have a long storage compartment that goes all the way to the other side of the dash. Down below here, 12-volt power outlet, USB and auxiliary inputs right here, traction control, snow mode, downhill assist control, all-wheel drive controls, chrome accented cup holders, as well as tri-stage heated and cooled seats for the driver and passenger, Cooled seats are definitely very convenient in the hot summer weather that we're having right now. This Highlander comes equipped with the 8-speed automatic transmission with sport mode and manual shiftability. And upon putting it into reverse, we do obviously have our backup camera. You can change the guidance line showing as well, which is very convenient. Also, let's go ahead and check out the camera view right here. As you can see, shows a complete overhead view of the car. You can also pause it right here. It's so cool. I mean, just look at that. Shows you all around. It's awesome. Storage compartment, very large. We do have our glove box containing all your owner's literature and stuff like that. We do get a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped steering wheel with very smooth power steering, stitching on the inside, sport grips at 10 and 2, as well as a stitched airbag cover. Very loud horn. We do have our audio controls and voice recognition on the left, and to the right, the controls for the display on the gauge cluster, which I will show later. Cruise control down here. We do have our headlight and turn signal stalk right here and our wiper stalk. The steering wheel is also manually tilting and telescoping. On the gauge cluster, we have our tachometer, engine temperature gauge, panel dim right here, the display, which I'll show more of in a little bit, speedometer, fuel gauge, as well as right here you can switch between your trip meters. You can switch trip A, trip B, nothing, and then our odometer. This one has 18,000 miles. Coming over to the controls for the display, it's obviously all of these buttons right here. We also do have our lane keep assist and forward collision warning, which I failed to show earlier. Anyways, to the display, currently it's displaying a lot of fuel info, range, average speed, and stuff like that, eco indicator, all-wheel drive controls, as you can see. Then via these two buttons, you can scroll through compass, and your audio settings and safety, stuff like that, and your setup. Side curtain airbags, grip handle for the driver, Bluetooth mic, sun visor with vanity mirror and light. You have our auto dimming rearview mirror right here, sunglass container, which also has a rearview mirror to keep track of the rear passengers. Front interior lights, garage home link, SOS, stuff like that. Over here we do have the 2 buttons for our full power sunroof. This one right here controls the shade, this one controls the sunroof. This vehicle does have a panoramic sunroof, by the way. It's all one-touch automatic. You can just open the shade. Then right here, you can open up the sunroof. You also do have a nice little sunshade right over here. Also, depending on your preference, you can have the sunroof open or closed or the shade open or closed. It's all up to you. If you push this button once, the sunroof will close mostly, but will stay open as a vent. Push it a second time to close it all the way. Then we can go ahead and close the shade up. And there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and shut it down. And we'll go ahead and check out the back seat. All the materials on the seats and the door panels do carry through, with more of the soft touch materials, the wood, the leather padded armrest, power window control, storage with bottle holder and speaker. We do have sunshades for the second row passengers, as you can see. We do have WeatherTech floor mats for the second row of seats as well. The second row seats does also slide, as you can see the bar right down there. That 60 portion right there does also slide, but it slides together. This one slides by itself. Hopping inside, this generation Highlander does have a very nice amount of back seat room. I'm 6'1.5 inches. This driver's seat is all the way back, as is the seat I'm sitting on, and I have a plentiful amount of legroom and a nice amount of headroom, even with the panoramic sunroof. So it's honestly a very nice place to be here in the back seat of the Highlander. Over here we have our rear climate controls with fan speed, temperature, different zones, stuff like that. We also do have dual stage heated seats. For the rear, they're only heated, by the way. They're not cooled like the front seats. Down below over here, we do have a 120 volt AC outlet, as well as 2 USB inputs, dual seat mat pockets on both of the seats, and a center armrest with cup holders. Grip handles for the rear. Here's our rear air vents, as well as our lights. So that's pretty much it for the second row of seats. Let's go ahead and check out the third row of seats. Before we officially hop into the third row of seats, let me show you how to fold these seats completely flat. There's handles labeled 1 and 2, and obviously you pull them in that order. Pulling handle 2. Now the seat is down. And to put it back up, you just push it right back in place. Now to get into the third row of seats, you obviously only pull handle 1 and the seat will slide forward. Here's also the handle to get out. For those who are sitting in the third row of seats, we'll go ahead and hop inside. Now obviously, this third row of seats really is not meant for tall people like myself. Like, look at this. I put the seat all the way back and my knees are touching the seat and my head is touching the ceiling as well. So you can really see how cramped it is back here for someone my size. Honestly, this third row of seats should be reserved for like kids here. We do have leather seats back here though, which is quite nice, as well as we do have our headrests right here. We do have our rear lights and AC vents. The seatbelt for the middle seat, it is an 8-seater, by the way, this car. You have 3, so you can sit 3 people back here, but definitely not 3 adults. We do also have cup holders for the back. All right, that's pretty much it for the third row of seats. Now we'll go ahead and check out trunk space. The Highlander Platinum Limited does come with a powered trunk, and there are 3 different ways to open it. There's the button inside the car that I showed you earlier on. There's the button on the key fob. And the third and final way is with the membrane underneath the Toyota logo. Also, one other thing, the rear glass on this Highlander does pop, which you pop via this black button. Very convenient feature to have in case you just wanted to drop in some groceries without having to open up the whole trunk. It's nice. Now obviously you can see behind the third row of seats there isn't a whole lot of cargo space. We do have more of the WeatherTech floor mats back here in the trunk. Underneath here, we do have our jack, as well as our cargo cover, which can install when the third row of seats is not in place. Our spare tire is underneath the vehicle, as you can see right there. Obviously, in order to increase cargo space, you can fold down all the seats, the third as well as the second row, by just pulling on the straps and folding them down. And you can see the WeatherTech floor mat here in the trunk is actually designed to fold up and down with the third row of seats, which is very convenient. By the way, I failed to mention earlier, but you do get a reclining third row of seats as well, which is very nice to have. You can also just fold it away like so. We do have our tie-down hooks right over here. Now obviously I showed before how to fold down the second row of seats flat, and you can fold them down like that. And you can see right here, with these 2 rows of seats folded down, you get quite a lot of cargo space. Nice. So all of that is going to conclude the review on the 2018 Toyota Highlander Platinum Limited all-wheel drive. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe today if you haven't. Thank you all for watching. See you in my next video. Goodbye.